So this is the wall they got over to rob the back of my van. And that's about 3.5 meters tall by there. It does go down to about 3 meter here. But you know what? It shocked me. They actually got over the top of that, got in the back of the van, and then they were hiding around here then, all behind these cars. Here's the entrance, in and out. And that's what they done. Robbed my van. So this is the arsenal of tools he had out of my van. Now he had my Milwaukee impact driver, which is 6-year-old. He had my Milwaukee combi drill, that's 6-year-old. He had my DeWalt 18 volt, oddly I had that off my mother. A Makita impact driver, that's 6-year-old as well. And he also had my two 10.8 DeWalts, which these are 12-year-old. This one's newer, this is 4, I got one that's 12 years in the van, tucked away. So he had all of these tools out of my van, alright? Every single one of these. Now when the police actually come to see me and they said, what have he stolen? I opened the doors of the van and I just looked like that and I thought, he's taken every single screw gun I own. But anyway, these are the tools he stole. So obviously when the police come back to us half hour later, we couldn't believe our luck. They actually had their arms carrying all the tools up to us. And they said to the boy who works for me, are these your tools? And he said, that's every single tool that they stole from the van. But anyway, cut a long story short, when we got to the point of me getting home and actually checking my van over correctly, I did find there was a Festool battery charger and a 5.2 amp hour battery missing. And also my 18 volt Makita skill saw with a 5 amp hour battery on that. And that was a brushless saw. I was a bit gutted. I've had to buy a new skill saw since then. I haven't replaced the Festool battery and charger because I got plenty of them, luckily. So yeah, this is what they had. So the story goes, obviously, they stole all this and I had all this back half hour later. Now you don't get as lucky as that. But do you know what bothered me the most when they took the tools? Is the fact that I've owned these two screw guns for 6 years by the impact and the combi drill, alright? And these are actually taking a hiding every day in work. I do everything with these. This combi drill is awesome. If this one dies now tomorrow, I'll go and buy another one because they're brilliant, the Milwaukee. This, I don't like too much. It seems to jump out a bit. It's just something I don't get on with. The Makita, I love. This is my stud gun. I use this for screwing studs. And these, I love anyway. Lightweight, nice to get in all the little holes. It's only a 12 volt. They call them 12, but they're 10.8s. The batteries are 12 volt, they say on them now. But the older batteries are 10.8. But anyway, that is what they took. I am a very lucky person. I was only £400 down. But I'll go on with the rest of the video now and I'll show you exactly where he got over the wall and everything else. So this wall is where they climbed up. Right by there's a tree, 100%, but the police said they climbed the wall and then got over all these gardens. The way they were pointing is he got over that bit by there. The reason I got in my van is we were working up above on a project and I'd left my van doors open, all my keys were in the pocket and they unlocked the van. So what he'd done, the boy that was robbing my tools, he was staying in this car park. He was hiding behind the cars, watching us going back and forth the van, see if we were locking it and seeing if we were leaving it open. So what he'd done during this job is he robbed my tools. He'd actually taken a hacksaw from my van, hacksawed a couple of chains off a couple of push bikes and stole them as well. Now you can see the wall that he climbed over here, which is spiked on the top. It's an hell of a climb. Fair play to the boy for doing it. But this video, I am just looking at these soil pipes because we're going to do a bit of an alteration here for the customers. But he was hiding hiding behind these cars. Now, I didn't know if this person, I might have even looked at him and seen him in there, because I don't know how many people live in this building, and I don't know all the faces that live there, because it was the first time I ever worked in this job. And I did notice he stole a Milwaukee M18 light as well, which we did have back, which I never mentioned in the previous part of this video. But this is just a little video of the pipes, like I said. Here's the van and everything. But I was so lucky that I managed to get my tools back. Now, that was every single tool except the Festool charger, which was missing, and battery. And obviously, I had my Makita skill source stolen with a 5 amp hour battery. So I was a bit gutted about that. But cut a long story short, it's £400 worth of stuff has gone. It could have been a lot more. The police were great. They chased him onto a railway track. They did take CCTV from this building, and that's how I know he was hiding behind the cars and obviously waiting, and then hacksawing the chains off the bikes, and then he shot off on a push bike with all my tools. Can't fault him. Now, the way he got out of the building, see those shutter doors you see by there? There's an override switch on the wall, and if you just press that, it opens the shutter doors. So anyone coming out in their car can jump out, press that, get out, or use a fob to get out of the building. So he'd obviously sussed out to get out of there, and that's how he got out of all the gear.